doon sa pagtap ng kwan, doon sa bubong, it caused a dent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi, ang lakas pala ng siklista. Magiging siklista na rin ako kung ganun ako kalakas.
Tinapik niya yung kotse nung Mr. Gonzales.
Masama po ba yun?
Yes, Your Honor.
He committed a crime?
Yes, sir.
And what crime is that?
Unjust vexation po.
Wala naman akong narinig sa iyo na crime kanina na unjust vexation eh. Yung ordinary na tao at saka isang nagpapanggap na retired na policeman, dadalhin mo sa isang istasyon kung saan siya nanggaling. Sino kaya ang dihado sa tingin mo? Kaya nga ako nagtataka, siya pa ang nagbayad ng 500 pesos.
Makikita po natin doon at hindi po siya pinilit na makipag-ayos doon kay Mr. Gonzales.
Wala naman akong sinasabing ganun eh. Ang sinasabi ko lang, kung isang tao ang makakaharap niya sa police station ay isang dibaril at kasama ng mga pulis na nandun dati, sino ang dihado? Yun lang naman sinasabi ko eh. Hindi ko naman sinabing pinersan ninyo. Please do not put words into my mouth.
Kami po ay nakita namin yung video and then we will verify kung ano po yung veracity ng mga sinasabi ng bawat isa na naimbitahan po dito. Attorney Raymond Portun.
August 8, 2023, there appeared to have been a altercation between a cyclist and a person who later turned out to be named as Wilfredo Gonzalez. First, the red vehicle was on the regular car lane while the bicycle was on the bicycle lane. You're going to see the red car encroach into the bike lane. So the cyclist tried to avoid the vehicle by swerving to the left. And then the red vehicle would now again swerve back into the lane, cutting the path of the cyclist who was trying to progress forward. The gentleman inside the vehicle would step out of the vehicle, strike the head of the cyclist, pull out his gun from his waist, and cock it. Thereafter, this same gentleman would, using his left fist, strike the right shoulder of the cyclist, and then subsequently drag the cyclist's bicycle to the curbside.
The video that Attorney Fortun has shown, the cell phone video of the altercation between a cyclist and a motorist, wherein it was shown that the motorist drew his gun and cocked it in front of the cyclist. Upon viewing the video, I feel outraged and really very, very angry that it happened. I recognize the street to be Quezon Avenue. At napakadali na siya ay nahanap ng aking mga kapulisan sapagkat siya ay dati palang pulis. Nag-retire noong 2016 and later on I found out na may lumabas na dismissal order sa kanya noong 2018. Nang dumating yung si Mr. Willie Gonzales, ay nakita ng mga media na dinala ng aking mga tauhan dahil ang aking chief ng firing range ay dati niyang kakilala niya dahil itong si Mr. Gonzales pala ay gumagamit ng firing range dati sa Camp Karingal. So dinala siya sa aking opisina and I talked to him. That moment, he had been saying that he had already settled with the biker. And doon ko nalaman na meron pala, ang insidente pala ay August 8 pa. During the time, I considered to be under my custody because it was just around 30 minutes, less than an hour, that we've seen each other and I've talked to him. I'm still assessing whether he is a suspect, whether he is indeed a suspect or already somebody who had already thrust out his problem with the person that he might have aggrieved. I allowed him to join me in facing the media, which on the hindsight, giving us a perfect 2020 vision, I did regret, which we saw and I saw the great backlash against me in the media. The reason why this morning I talked to my chief PNP, to the RD and CRPO, and to the Biseo of Napolcom and the SILG, I asked them to remove me from my post as District Director of QCPD to pave way for a better and deeper investigation of this matter.
So, General, you resign?
I asked to be removed from my post as District Director of QCPD, Mr.
Tinanggap po
Your
ba
Honor.
ni Chief PNP yung inyong resignation?
I believe, sir, that he accepted it, and I asked, the only thing I asked him is, maybe, sir, shoot the order, please, tomorrow at noontime, so that I'll have a overnight to clear my office and my quarters.
You mentioned earlier lapses. Will you please elaborate on that? You mentioned earlier you have committed lapses. Can you elaborate on that?
The first lapse that I do admit to is allowing the person to join me in facing the media regarding the investigation that we are doing. It should not have been done, Mr. Chairman. It should not have been done, sir, Your Honor, considering that the other party is not present, and he is about to assert that they had come into agreement, which at that time I have not processed fully, but now with perfect vision that hindsight accords us, is really one-sided, considering that it's only him who had been speaking. I should have really exerted effort to locate the person. So that's really one of the major things that if given a chance to do again, I will do differently, sir, Your Honor.
And because of that lapse, that is the reason why you tender your resignation as the head of QCPD.
Yes, sir.
Kung titignan po natin yung sitwasyon, ito isang biker, nagbabike lang versus a motorist na mayroong sasakyan. Dahil sa isang sitwasyon na dala sa presinto. Nandito na ba yung station commander? Yeah. And may I know your name, please?
Police Lieutenant Colonel Jake Barila po, sir.
Thank you.
During the conduct of investigation, lumalabas po kasi na may complaint against doon sa na grave threat as well as malicious mischief committed by both sides, Your Honor.
Grave threat and malicious mischief committed by both sides. Kindly tell me, pwede po bang mag-grave threat yung nagbibisikleta? At walang armas?
On the part of
Hindi. Sagutin mo muna ako, pwede bang mag-grave? Sabi mo kung po pwede. I will take your answer.
on the part of cyclist, Your Honor,
Yes.
wala
Pwede ba siyang mag-commit ng grave threat? Kasi sinabi mo, both parties eh.
wala po, Your Honor. Bali yung grave threat po doon sa side nung cyclist against kay Mr. Gonzales.
Ah,
Tapos yung malicious mischief naman is complaint ni Mr. Gonzales against doon sa cyclist.
so, when the case was turned over to your station, alam na kung sino ang may diferensya doon sa traffic altercation. Sino po ang may diferensya? Kung alam na ninyo before na turn over dyan sa inyong stasyon.
Based dun sa statement na binigay nung cyclist, inanim po niya sa statement niya na tinapik niya yung kotse nung Mr. Gonzales.
Masama po ba yun? Or did the cyclist commit any violation of law when he did that?
Lumalabas to kasi, Your Honor, na
Teka, huwag kang kuhan. Sagutin mo muna ako bago ka mag-explain. Did the biker or the cyclist commit any violation of law nung tinapik niya yung sasakyan ni Mr. Ano to?
Gonzales.
Gonzales?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ha?
Yes.
Na he committed a crime? Did he commit any violation of law?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And what crime is that?
Pwede po siya magiging unjust vexation.
Alin?
Unjust vexation po.
Unjust
Eh,
vexation. Wala naman ako narinig sa iyo na crime kanina na unjust vexation. Sabi mo, grave threat at saka malicious mischief.
Naging malicious mischief po dahil po yung sasakyan nag-incur po ng dent doon sa malapit na sa may bubong niya, Your Honor.
Sa bubong.
Yan po.
Doon sa pagtap ng kwan, doon sa bubong, it caused a dent.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi, ang lakas pala ng siklista. Magiging siklista na rin ako kung ganun ako kalakas ang mangyayari sa akin. Alam mo, Iho, what I'm trying to point out is, yung ordinary na tao, at saka isang nagpapanggap na retired na policeman, dadalhin mo sa isang istasyon kung saan siya nanggaling. Sino kaya ang dihado sa tingin mo? Yun ang gusto ko ipakita sa inyo eh. Na isang tao, sinasabi na retired policeman siya, or whatever dismissed policeman, at galing sa inyong organisasyon, dinala sa isang istasyon na may kakilala sa mga istasyon na yan, kayo na rin nagsabi nun, ano kaya ang mangyayari? Tingin mo? In the ordinary course of things, Iho, dihadong-dihado yung biker. Ano sa tingin mo? Kaya nga ako nagtataka, siya pa ang nagbayad ng 500 pesos according to the report of the good attorney Fortune. Di ba? Butin mo ko.
We have no idea about yung bayaran, sir, na 500. Wala po kami idea.
So when they entered into an amicable settlement, basta nagpatawaran na lang sila?
During the course of initial investigation, nag-manifest po sila verbally na magsisettle sa dalawa. So, ang ginawa ng aking investigator, gumawa ng referral, papunta sa barangay para doon ayusin or magkaarigluhan. Kasi sa PNP, bawal po ang magkaroon ng areglo. So, para hindi kami makulayan, nirefer namin sa barangay for mediation.
Kayo na rin ang nagsabi na dihado yung siklista pag ang kaharap niya ay may baril na sa loob ng police station at saka nakasama pa niya yung mga nandun. You know, kung titingnan po natin yung siklista, kaya ayaw niyang i-avail yung services ni Attorney Raymond Fortune. Alam mo ang sabi niya, tingin ko, sa isip lang niya, ay liliit yung mundong kinagalawan niya. Kung titingnan po niyo yung simpleng tao, ayaw niya ng trouble. Hindi ba dapat kayo na naka-uniforme ang titingnan po ninyo kung sino po ang nasa tama. At sa tingin ko, mukhang nasa tama yung siklista eh.
We have our CCTV in our office and makikita po natin doon na hindi under duress yung siklista at hindi po siya pinilit na makipag-ayos doon kay Mr. Gonzales.
Wala naman akong sinasabing ganun eh. Di ba? May sinabi ba akong pinersa niyo siya? Wala naman ah. Did I? Ang sinasabi ko lang, kung isang tao na isang siklista, ang makakaharap niya sa police station ay isang dibaril at kasama ng mga pulis na nandun dati, sino ang dihado? Yun lang naman sinasabi ko eh. Hindi ko naman sinabing pinersa ninyo. Please do not put words into my mouth.